All right, Brian. Brian donated for a list here. I am going to upload it to Stream Decker here so you can grab the list if needed. Cool. There we go. We're probably going to stream some Red Prison, Punisher prisons going around our Discord later, but we have Ojutai taking turns here. Ojutai taking turns. And we've stripped out a little bit of the taking turn portion. This does come to us from a blue-red list that did, I think it was either well in the challenge or did well in just a modern league. Essentially, we stripped all the red components out, and we kept a few of the Narset's Days Undoings. We kind of kept the shell on the lower end, but I've modified the shell on the top end and changed the mana base, and then I modified the sideboard. So I can't really claim fame to the kind of these 7, these 9 here, and then obviously once you get into the taking turns, your top end looks similar. So I can't quite claim this brilliance here that we've got going on, but I wanted to play it. They also didn't run as many Mystic Sanctuaries as I'm going to run, so we're going to make that work as well. What are we trying to do? We're trying to take a couple turns. Ojutai and Narset are going to help us find those. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to get a lot of messages. Narset and Ojutai are going to help us find those. And Ojutai is actually a really nice finisher. And when it connects, or when we're usually protecting it in some fashion, we get to dig a little bit further. And that way you're not having to rely so much on a thing like Jace the Mind Sculptor or creature lands or something like that. Ironically, on a few of our test matchups, we had people naming Celestial Colonnade with Ruined Halo and other things. We don't have that. I could put an Ink Moth in here, but we're actually trying not to win that way. We're actually trying to either win with a Snapcaster Beatdown, kind of locking our opponent out, Days Undoing, all of that. But the core of this deck is to win with Ojutai, or our opponent's just pissed off. So, that's what we're going to play. Ojutai Turns. The win condition is Ojutai. Let's go. That blue mana. It is. Brew, thank you. Thank you for the floods, the emotes, and the Twitch Prime, it looks like. Yes, Twitch Prime. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right. I don't think there's anything else really to note here. Maybe one thing that's notable is I only have 2 Time Warps and then 4 Temporal Masteries. We'll see how that goes. I actually just Days Undoing, then draw light cards or with Dictate or other things, and then I just put Temporal Mastery from hand into the yard, and then we get it back. So we'll see if that happens a few times. Sideboard-wise, Burn, I think, could be a problem because they're really quick. Terminus is actually useful because we can actually put it on top of our deck and do things like that. Jace is for those control matchup, Force and Negation. Boomerang's here. It's a bit of an interesting one. Thing in the Ice is an alternate win condition if we're having trouble with Dragon Lord Ojutai, and a few other counter spells. That's the list. We're not going to play Red Punisher Prison yet. We're going to play this in a league. Can I have the other list, please? Magic Online. What did I name the other one? Oh, look. It says it. Real quick, just as a fun note, green, red, some kind of, there's green in here, black, you know, black, red, green, more black. This is bright blue one though. I'm just saying it kind of shows up, doesn't it? We have a few red decks there. All right, let's go. I'm ready to play some Magic. Playing Magic, day off, early stream. Playing Ojutai, blue-white turns in Modern. I gotta stop by you, Brew. I need to make my rounds again. I think some of my subscriptions are falling off. I think Marin's just fell off yesterday, and I think yours has been fell off for a week or two. I gotta get round. Gotta do it live. Foxes, hey, thank you for checking us out from Enviosity stream. How are you doing? Welcome to our little thing here. Here are our emotes we were talking to you about. The last two are tier 2, tier 3. But they're magic related. They're magic related foxes. Appreciate that follow, by the way, a little while ago. Okay, we're going to play this. We're going to just keep this. We're going to play that Ancestral Visions. Yeah. Play this Dictate. Get things going. Thanks. You've never seen this game before. This is Magic the Gathering Online. You might have heard of Magic the Gathering Arena, or just simply in a comic book store, Magic the Gathering. And it's paper magic is what it's called sometimes now. Basically, these are representing cards, like in, I'll say a bit like a Hearthstone, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh-esque thing. But we're playing more powerful things here. Blue Eyes White Dragon, by the way, is pretty powerful, but we do some powerful things too. Maybe Mewtwo style. Essentially, we're both wizards battling on the plains across the multiverse. And these represent our spells, and our deck represents our knowledge of these spells that we cast. We summon creatures, we summon spells. We can kind of talk through some of these if that interests you, but if that doesn't interest you, I'm more than happy just to make notes of the highlights of this deck. By all means, ask questions. Oh, and before I forget, magic costs a lot. So, all right, we have a Devoted Druid combo. I am notoriously bad at beating this. Notoriously bad. We'll see if we get there. We'll see. I could use counter magic. That is an interesting one. It technically time walks our opponent. Do we want to play this exhaustion? It could potentially time walk them. They'd have to have another land. They didn't play a land. We might be okay to do this. Used to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons made this essentially. Let's quit uninstalled Hearthstone. Sorry, it looks a bit more complicated. It is more complicated. I'll give it that. I feel like I just die here if I let them untap. Let's go ahead and exhaustion here. But I feel like I'm very close to just dying here. So my opponent's playing a combo deck. And like I said, we're notorious for losing to this. Well, if they have it, they have it here. I attempted. I would imagine they play it. If they don't, we'll be able to probably dictate the following turn. Ooh. Doesn't go for it. Nice. Alright. Cool. Oh, yes. Let's take another turn, chat. Let's see here. Unfortunately, you don't get to, like, you know, magically put this on top or anything. Ooh. The game has ended. We won. For those that are new, wondering, why did you just win? I'm wondering the same thing. So we're going to take another turn. We're going to at least get this. We're going to draw and then draw. This will come off suspend and we draw an extra 3 here. And realistically, we're not hitting anything special here. I mean, they get another turn. Anyway. All right. Terminus is a potential. Boomerang is probably okay. Mana Leak as well are cards I am interested in. Maybe Jace. Force of Negation is probably a no-go. What's not working out for us? Giga Drowse is probably okay. Our visions are actually a bit slow. Maybe they just thought I was gonna combo out, and I appreciate that. This castle's probably too slow in this matchup. The days I'm doing Narset combo could really help to just set them into top deck mode. Exhaustion seems reasonable, as does Remand. The Giga Drowse doesn't actually feel great, though it could time walk them. We could probably get rid of a couple Ancestrals here for some things like Boomerangs and Mana Leaks. If I can get up to Cryptic, we're probably in good shape. I can probably trim one Snapcaster here for a random Terminus. And I'm almost tempted to just cut, like... Maybe I cut one Cryptic for one other Terminus. Because if we were to put all their creatures on the bottom, that would be ideal. So they did forfeit there. We play a best of 3 technically. All right, we're gonna keep this. Why no Mini Teferi? He seems pretty good. I couldn't fit him in actually. I ran out of room. We're gonna start with the Serum Visions because I'd like to set some stuff up. Terminus would be nice, but we do have to hit lands, so we're gonna have to bottom that. I'm gonna bottom this Exhaustion as well. We're looking for lands. I have a Giga Drowse, which is a pseudo way of doing that. Devoted Druid. All right. There's a Time Warp. This isn't looking very good. Library equals deck, yes. Yep. I have 50 cards in my deck or library. You can even see it there. So I can remand something. That might be okay to do. They're just gonna combo me out. We're gonna just leave up remand here. This feels a bit like I'm gonna just die here. Okay, it's a lot more mana than I thought it was gonna be. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and remand Shalai just to get a draw here. Okay, hexproof. You got it, opponent. We still draw. Drawing that land is probably important here. Okay. There's Ojutai. So we're set up. I think best case here is to actually... I'm not getting this Ancestral down. It might be just Narset here. Let's do Narset here. Down tick. They'll probably look to kill Narset or ignore it. Go grab a card here. Try to set us up if we get another turn. Alright, I'm going to take a Days Undoing here and pass turn. Maybe they won't look at what card I grabbed there. Maybe not. We'll see. 3 mana. Evolution. Alright, so my opponent can combo kill us here. So what they do is they just make a ton of mana here, pump this, and they can pump this infinitely and then just kill us. So we'll go ahead and concede to my opponent. This angel has an ability where they get to put counters on their creatures, and then the combination of Vizier Remedies and Devoted Druid makes infinite mana. Because this, when you untap it, puts a -1/-1 counter on it, and then it taps for mana. But this says you don't put stuff on your creatures. All right, so Force of Negation now looks really good. I feel like I can drop one of the Terminus, maybe one of the Remands. It is a bit unfortunate for me. Giga Drowse is feeling a little less interesting. Maybe a Spell Pierce because we saw the evolution now. Yes. All right. Now we know what we're up against. Try to keep a bit of a better hand. All right. Well, Terminus is a bit awkward here. We're gonna keep here because I have the visions. I don't really want to mull. Maybe I can get this Terminus out of my hand into the yard and put Mystic Sanctuary into play. They do have so many mana dorks, but I don't really actually have much else. I'm gonna be honest. The deck is more about its combo, not necessarily our opponent's combo. We'll suspend our Ancestral Visions here. I'll go ahead and pop that out so it's a little more visible. So this goes on suspend, and in 4 turns I get to use it. There's a Giver. Okay, an Exhaustion here. I'm going to go ahead and put the Sanctuary in tapped. It's unlikely to come in untapped. We can use Exhaustion as a time walk if we feel it is necessary. All right, Devoted Druids here. It might be. So we hit a Mana Leak. I actually kind of want to leave just Mana Leak up now and then dictate at their end step. Mana Leak feels like a way to prevent something bad from happening to us here. Just like this. Do they have a counter again? Do they have the Veil of Summer? They don't this time, thank goodness. Do they have a second one of these? That'd be a slight problem. Plays a Bird of Paradise. Alright. And more. And a Bird of Paradise. Okay. So they didn't just slam into the Vizier here. I don't think I need to play Exhaustion in this case. I'd really like to get this Dictate down, because we're drawing so many cards, but I also want to hit my land drop here. If I hit my land drop here, I'm likely to hit my land drop again. What do they have here? They only have 2 mana, I suppose. Good Exhaustion. If I hit my land drop, we get to play either of these probably. I only have 1 other card that won't let me play it. Or sorry, I have 3. I kind of want to set up the Serum Visions. They didn't go for us this last turn. Alright, I don't hit it, but I do hit some lands. Let's actually put both of these on top. And we'll pass turn. Here we'll just hope that they don't have an evolution to wreck us. 1, 2, 3 evolution, then get to do infinite. Land 2 unknowns. It's feeling better. I tap him down. It's 3 mana. 4 mana. Alright, so they have 1 card in hand. We'll just hope. We'll just hope that last card isn't lethal. We can hope. We'll see what this last card is. This would keep my continued progression of losing to this deck. By the way, their Remand would have been great. Let's see if they've chatted to me at all. They've not. This doesn't kill me. I don't know if they have exactly Walking Ballista here. I don't know. For 30 mana, what do we got here? Finale. Nice. Well, that'll kill us. That'll kill us. They'll hit us for a good solid essentially 120 damage. Well, they had exactly all the cards they needed. They had 2 finales. If I would have Exhaustion there, then they don't. They have these 2. They just play the Vizier. No, they would need more mana. They needed more to do that. So I would have gotten a draw here. I would have drawn my 2 lands, this and this. There's a Force Negation. That would have stopped one of the finales. Ah. All right. Combo beats us. Let's go to our next match. Maybe if I could have gotten... it's hard to say. Because I used both finales for the Vizier. If I would have exhaustions, it would have been okay. Maybe. Maybe. Dragon Lord is the only win condition. Well, in Snapcaster attacking a whole ton of times. Yes. It is very light on win conditions on purpose. I want to win with Ojutai. Okay, this hand is awful. We're going to mulligan this. We have 2 of our spells. We have our finisher. We have a 4-drop. That can be sent back. All right, this we can keep. We can put Temporal Mastery back. We'll start with that, probably an island. And a lot of cantrips here, so we'll just start with our Ancestral Visions. Go ahead, opponent. Pop this back out again so we can see it. But yes, Dragon Lord is the only win condition. We are more than happy to stick another one in there if you would like. All right, they'll take probably Serum Visions here. Oh, yeah, there it goes. All right, Visions. We will play our Flooded Strand past turn. We can opt in response to something if we would like. How's everyone's Wednesday going? We're live. Let's go ahead and opt. I could hit a high spell. Let's actually, let's go ahead and put that on top. We're gonna put this on top because this Mystic Sanctuary is gonna get it for us later. We'll cash that into the yard for use later. Let's go ahead and get a Hallowed Fountain here. It's we're saving it. It's in the bank. It's in the bank, chat. Visions here, down to 2. Let's put this one in. Past turn. I know I could play the island and then this. We're just going to take it nice and slow. I don't want to give them information that I have this island. My opponent's been happy to Inquisition us twice in a row very quickly. Besides, I don't know if I want an exhaustion. Currently, I don't think I want it. There's minimal reasons I would want to do that. Well, let's just suspend another one of these and pass turn. Alright, so this one's on 4, this one's on 1. They might counter. They look like they're Sultai colors. Sultai does have the counters, the magics. So decks kind of fall into, I'll call them 4 categories. You have aggro, which is fast, control, which is long game, and you have mid-range, which is the middle. You also have, I would argue, combo, prison, and taxes are kind of like some other options that are subsets. All right, let's attempt to cast this. Opponent knows all information, so they can counter this without problem. Ground lock, there we go. Okay. So, I'd like to put the Mystic Sanctuary down. I could scry away the card. Let's go ahead and Mystic Sanctuary. I'm going to put an opt on top. It feels like exhaustion's not necessarily where we need to be. And then I can always scry this at end step if I would like to. Set ourselves up a little bit more nicely. See where we can go with this. So against control, that is very obvious. Yeah, you can Thought Scour me, that's fine. Opt and Remand, hit the bin. Chocolate Sea Pancake, what's up? That is the deck. Let's try this castle thing. This was added by me. See if it works out to our advantage here. We'll bottom this, we'll put this on top. I'll take a Dictate. It's gonna help them too. We're gonna play a battle here. It's gonna be a counter battle, I'm sure. All right, what do we got? Doug Robb. You know what? No action. Let's just further our plan here. Let's put on bottom. Let's put on top. I'll take a Giga Drowse here. We're going to set this up so that when our visions comes off here, I'm going to attempt to tap everything down. So we can tap down 5 things here, it looks like. And then we can do play on our turn. I like to play on our turn. Anything from you, opponent? What is this? 2 mana. 1 mana. 0 mana. Not interested. Alright, well, let's try this. Let's tap down as much blue as we can here. I'm replicating 4 times. Let's force some action here. We lost, but we lost to the infamous Devoted Druid deck that I can never beat. Like last night with Ad Nauseam and how Varos was talking about Ad Nauseam, I am literally that with Devoted Druid. You could probably say I'm, what, 4 and like 20 now or something, or 4 and 25 even. Hey, Stricter, what's up? This looks like quite a deck. It certainly does. All right, target. We'll target this one, and what? We'll take them off a little extra blue here. We'll give them blue-black, which is drowned in lock mana, but that's fine. We're going to remand something, I'm sure. Tap it all down. Nothing fancy with this card, just a restrict the mana for a turn. Let's see what we can get out of it. Brian, thank you for the bits. It is quite the deck. It's a play on turns, essentially. All right, opponent is interested in this. I'm interested enough to remand this. Ooh, Time Warp's reasonable. All right, so we hit some cards here. Obviously I didn't hit enough here. What I could do is at their end step fetch, get Giga Drowse back on top, attempt an opt as well, and I have remand. I think we can casually play this. We do know they have a Drowned in Lock in hand. Ah, day off work. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and attempt a remand here. They'll counter this, I'm sure. That is fine. Okay, we'll see what they want to do here with their Jace the Mind Sculptor. We'll fetch before, I think. Like I said, I think we're putting Giga Drowse just back on top. We could also just put a remand if we wanted to draw that. I wonder if we're supposed to draw a remand here or not. I could also see just exhaustion here. That's not too bad. Let's actually target exhaustion. In response to this, we'll go ahead and opt as well. Cryptic's cool. We'll put that on top. That's a hot one. I would like to use this ability. Thank you. Alright. So, I can exhaustion them. Then I could Cryptic and bounce a Mystic Sanctuary for next turn. Seems like an okay thing to do. We'll attempt this exhaustion. I do know I have this Time Warp, but it'd be better to have the Time Warp plus something else. So we have a Drowned in Lock. So in response to this, is there anything I want to be putting on top of the deck right now? It doesn't look like it. So we're gonna just, let's see here. What can I do? Islands. We can counter. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might just be counter draw. I could bounce Mystic as well. I think it's counter draw here though. Counter draw, give them a turn with Jace if they'd like to do something with that silly dude. Opponent had Force of Negation as well. Alright, so we're out of cards. Opponent's out of cards. Okay. Not terrible. If I hit a land, I might Dictate and Time Warp. Just gotta beat a Jace. Just gotta beat a Jace. Easier said than done. Sanctuary is legit gas. It's pretty stuff. Tarmogoyf. All right, opponent. Land. Hey, we hit our land. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna attempt a Time Warp for us. I'd imagine they would counter this if they have the counter. Oh, did they get the counter? Wow. They got the counter, chat. They got the counter. All right, well, we're going to slam a Dictate and see if we can't hit a couple gas cards here off the top. We will see. By the way, that's some hot stuff they got. Drew a Tarmogoyf and a Cryptic off of Looking for Deep. It's pretty good stuff. All right, Jace. Well, if we find a Narset, we can at least shut down Jace a little bit. Tarmogoyf would be a problem, though. Uh-oh. Tarmogoyf number 2. How much do you want to bet they have another counter spell here? Hits for 3. We're down to 15. Willing to bet. Oh. More Tarmogoyfs. Oh, boy. Alright, well, I'm going to try to Dictate. Do you have one more counterspell there? You have Cryptic mana up. Or am I going to get to draw 2? Let me draw 2, opponent. This doesn't beat you anyway. Just hold your counterspell. I'll draw 2. I'll attempt to take a time. You'll counter. Oh my gosh. Snapcaster Drownlock. Should have gotten rid of Jace, apparently. I don't believe we could have, though. Our Cryptic was countered. Alright, so they're going to counter that as well. Get a draw here. It's a Time Warp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take a Time Warp here. I will use the Center of the Sea to draw. Alright, we at least got to draw 1 there. Alright. We can go again. Let's see here. What's funny is they got rid of my other card. We'll go ahead and throw a Time Warp on top here. Alright, so that ramped us 1. Dial-in MTG, what's up? How you doing? Well, welcome. Alright, so we get to Time Warp again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time Warp us. I draw again here. Okay, we hit a Remand. Go again. Need a Cryptic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bounce this, play this. 1, 2, draw. Doesn't really do it for us. Yeah, it's probably going to be an upkeep tap team. The scary thing is I've had them draw 2 cards here. I've had them draw 2 cards. But it's probably a stop on upkeep and attempt to do something here. Tap and draw. I at least have the remand. Not ideal. Not ideal. Now they're completely tapped out here, or untapped. They could certainly get something real painful. Running out of options here. I'd love to remand something. Yeah. Okay, we'll remand this. It's not very good, though. They just replay it. They'll just replay it. Unless they have another counter. Do you have another counter opponent? Luckily, we have a lot of counter magic in the sideboard. Taps 4. Looks like Cryptic Command. Alright. Counter draw. We can let this hit. We haven't drawn a card for this turn. Then I'll do the Center of the Sea at end step. Maybe they can keep tapping out here. Uses Narset. Gets a remand of their own. Yeah, I can draw. It's the turn. It's based on the turn, right? This is a different turn. What? Oh, is it the full turn, not the player turn? Alright. Well, that's nifty. That's nifty. Alright. We're going to concede this one. They did counter the remand, but I don't know why that didn't work. Is it the full turn? Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. This should have let me draw. Oh, I did tap and draw. You're right. I did. You're right. You're right. We tapped it. Whoa. 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 There's some lands, chat. We're going to flood out anyway. We did do Cryptic. All right. Terminuses are in. Our own Jace. Force of Negation. Thing in the Ice is actually an okay card here. Mana Leak and Spell Pierce, because we're going to look for an alternate win condition. Let's see here. Days Undoing is a bit of an onbo with their own Narset across from us, so we might actually just strip that out. Although if we were to like Narset Days Undoing, that'd be pretty hilarious. This would be a matchup where Teferi would be probably good. Maybe better than a Boomerang or two. Let's see here. What are we taking out? What are we taking out? I like all of this. I almost feel like we can't quite take turns. I mean, maybe that's just... We just play the like super defensive. Like if we take these 7 out, we can get like these 7 in, and then I find just some room for the Spell Pierce Mana Leaks and go like blue-white control. I mean, that seems reasonable to take out exhaustions. Yeah, this seems reasonable. Yeah? Terminus hits our stuff a little bit, which is okay. I just don't get my extra turns, but with them having so many counter spells, I don't think we're going to get to cast those. Let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. That shouldn't be in hand already, but we'll keep this. They might put it into the graveyard for me. I like a Cryptic. Snapcaster's fine, and then this will draw some cards in the future. Nothing too crazy in this hand. Nothing too crazy. We'll get that Terminus set up. Don't you worry, chat. Alright, suspended, pass turn. I got more notifications. This is what happens when you day stream, chat. You get chatted to all throughout the day. Alright, what are we going to do? Take something? You can thought seize all you want, opponent. Probably take Snapcaster here. Possibly. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I think 2 Teferis over the Boomerangs is feeling a little bit better. Our Boomerang actually came in clutch during a practice game. But we're not practicing anymore. Alright, there goes Snapcaster. Yield to our Ancestral Visions. We'll play Flooded Strand past the turn. Might have to just play this Mystic Sanctuary for no value, really. That way Cryptic is online on time. Overgrown Tomb. And a Tarmogoyf. Seems reasonable. Quite reasonable. Ancestral Visions, down ticks. Day's Undoing here. It's kind of an interesting one. I'm a little bit afraid of their own Narset, although it's hard for them to cast it right now. We'll see if we can get this Cryptic Command going. Would love to get a Narset down and then Day's Undoing. That would just be the jam sauce. Go ahead and F6 on their turn. We have no actions. Looks like we're going to just take a small hit here from Tarmogoyf. Go to 16. Assassin's Trophies are Sanctuary. Okay, I'll get an island. They're doing this so that they get an instant in the graveyard, I guess. It's reasonable, right? It's reasonable. We're getting close to just playing Terminus, which is actually okay. Ancestral down to 1. I'll play my land past the turn. 2 sets of counters here. A-okay with those. Shuffles Verdant Catacombs, gets a Watery Grave. So my opponent's got their blue mana now. Not double blue, but single blue. They're aware of Terminus and Cryptic. They're not aware of the other stuff here. Opponent Thought Scours us. That's fine. Oh, there was a Terminus on top. If we would have remanded. If only. Surgical's the Terminus. I don't like that. What if I just counter bounce Mr. Tarmogoyf here? Counter target spell. And return. Yeah, I think that's a fine tempo play. There's no blue over here. They'd have to have Force and Negation plus a blue card. They did show us that. This way, if I draw Mystic Sanctuary off of this Visions here, or a fetch land, we can toss the Terminus back on top. Now we'll see if they want to play Tarmogoyf. I imagine they just replay Tarmogoyf here. They had a second one. Okay. Well, they get it. Fine. Fine, you can have it. Alright, replays Tarmogoyf. Alright, so this is going to come off Suspend. Let's draw some cards. Yes, please. Alright, so we have a Thing in the Ice. We have another Day's Undoing here. Just play a Thing in the Ice here. We can put this Misty down. We can get the Cryptic back. We have one Sanctuary left in the deck. Might matter. We'll see. Opponent plays a land. No double blue yet. No Narsets, no Force Negations for normal costs. We'll take this. Let's go ahead and remand Mr. Tarmogoyf here. Thing in the Ice counter. Removed. Manapot, what's up? How you doing? I really do think I'm probably just getting this Cryptic command, right? Is it a counterspell game? It is a counterspell. Oh, it's just a kill Thing in the Ice. Okay. So we get to remand this? Oh, I get another Thing in the Ice. How clever. Alright, let's Mystic Sanctuary here. We're going to put a Cryptic command back on top. Yes, please. This looks good. Play Thing in the Ice out here with Cryptic command up again. And pass the turn. Alright, so they'll hit us for 4. We're just going to allow this to happen. The plan here is probably the Cryptic maybe bounce or something here. Alright. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually going to counter and return Tarmogoyf to hand here. They can't replay Tarmogoyf currently, so this like kind of double time walks them a little bit. Nice. I'm just going to chill here. I kind of want my Narset before firing off a Days Undoing. It's just kind of a thing I want to be doing. Alright, so there's Tarmogoyf again. Let's go ahead and return and draw a card again. Test the waters here. We're going to just... I was going to say we're going to just work on this with my opponent. They remand my Cryptic. Alright. Mikey Hopkins, what's up? Manapot is eating lunch, then haircut, then some cooking time, making homemade chili. Homemade chili. Don't like Jace or Narset Transcendent in turns. I have Narset in this. I'm trying to find Narset, actually. So here we could actually use Cryptic to bounce a land. So hear me out here. We can Cryptic bounce the land, and then we can Days Undoing. This trigger would then bounce this as well, and then we draw a bunch of cards. Oh, wrong trend. Oh, the blue-white one. Oh, maybe. What do we think about that line? Cryptic, bounce, Overgrown Tomb here. I could even bounce the Watery Grave. They seem to be struggling with blue mana here. And then Days Undoing. I'm going to set them up. But then I have this nice big fat 7. They have to kill it the following turn. Let's go for this line. I think this is the right line. So return and draw. So we'll return Watery Grave, draw a card. This opens them up to a Assassin's Trophy here on Thing in the Ice. Oh, chat. No, this is the combo. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I want to do. All right, we're gonna stick with our main line here. This will end the turn, so I don't get to attack them, but it does bounce the Tarmogoyf and then gets rid of it. Although they get to draw some cards. So, all right, reset. Here we go. I got some cryptic commands for you, opponent, and I picked up another Day's Undoing. All right, beat this honkin' fella here. Beat this honkin' fella. Do I have Marin's emotes still? I think I need to refresh my Marin emotes. Here, we'll do a Varos's surprise. That is our opponent. Yeah, too bad we couldn't hit him for 7, but we're kind of like here and maybe play 2 spells, and now I've got a fistful of cards here. I expect this to be an Assassin's Trophy, quite honestly. Nope, it's Tarmogoyf. Oh, Tarmogoyf's just a 0/1 as well. Thanks, Day's Undoing. Look at that little tiny dude. Thoughtseize, have your pick. little one. Can you beat this opponent? That is the question. They take 1 cryptic here. Alright, so I can attack for 7 now. They're gonna Fatal Push this, I hope? Or something? Surgical's this. Okay, they take my other cryptic. So this guy stays around and keeps them alive for a turn. That's my name. My rapper name, Little Goyf. Alright. Yeah, chat. Let's, yeah, we can do it all. Let's get rid of their hand. Hold on, let me do it. Let's do it off this. I guess I have to do this and not suspend my Ancestral Visions, because then I can Mana Leak a Force of Negation here. Right? Yeah. Let's go get a land here before we get too feisty here. 1, 2, 3, like this. Don't we attack first? No. We're gonna show them this first. Then we'll worry about attacking. Force of Negation, that's what we were worried about. Mana Leak their Force of Negation? Do I get to draw 7 and you don't? Oh, we should attack because this ends the turn. It's alright, chat. Don't worry about it. It ends the turn, don't worry. Small punts. Small, tiny punts. It's okay. I wanted to win with Ojutai anyway. Who needs to attack? That's just silly, chat. Why would you ever want to attack? Alright, let's take a look here. Oh yeah, I'll take a Jace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jace. Cryptic mana up. Even though it's been surgical. Remand and Spell Piercer up here. Gonna bounce this Tarmogoyf. Remand the Force of Negation. There we go. All right, we figured it out. We got there. We figured it out. You see how much value you get? Oh. They never saw Ojutai unless they took a hard look when they went searching. He scooped as soon as he saw opponents paying mana costs. Alright, yeah, I think this is fine. I think we know what we're doing. They surgical 2 of our cards and we still got there. Let's go. You're ordering these cards? Thanks. I really need to set up like TCG Player or something. Where do people get most of their cards from? Maybe I can work to get a referral link to those. Because we'll play some weird stuff and people always say, hey, TCG Player? Alright. Marin's part of TCG Player. We'll get that set up. I would like to get like Card Kingdom as well. I buy list to Card Kingdom when I did play paper cards. TCG I don't go to as much because I just prefer to get one place at Card Kingdom, but I think they kind of come TCG player. Actually, where did these come from? These came from Card Kingdom. We'll probably just narrow down to one. I'll have to get it set up. We'll get it set up sometime. Before the end of the year. How about that? Mikey Hopkins, go get your cards, though. Don't wait on us. We some slow junk here. Why the day stream? Never seen you do this. I took today off. I'm not at work. Day off. All right, let's see them Thoughtseize something and then surgical it and make us cry. All right, Thoughtseizes. Is that a Mycosinth lattice? You betrayed us, fair Magic players? I went 80 and 20 with Karn. That is why this card has been purchased. If I go play Magic at my local store, I slam the good stuff. All right. We're just going to suspend visions here and pass the turn. You do. Manapot, you do know that I play Red Prison, right? I'm a jerk. I mean, I appreciate you coming to hang out with us. All right, we'll pull this up again. I'll put the Hollow Fountain in tapped. Planning to opt here. Obviously, Tarmogoyf didn't kill us last time. Hopefully it will be that case this time as well. I'm afraid of a Narset here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just opt now before I screw something else up. Bottom of this, I don't need it. And we hit a land. Alright, lots of lands. So I'm never casting Days Undoing now. Unless I get my own Narset and decide nobody gets cards. No one gets cards. So if that happens, sure. Opponent picks up a Remand. That's a good one for Ancestral Visions. Do you have to wait to kill walkers? Not really. Not particularly. We're more combo oriented and just trying to like stave off what our opponent does long enough to kill them, but we don't really have a fast clock, so there may be some issues with that. There may be some slight issues with our game plan. All right, they hit us for another 4 here. We're on a 4-turn clock. Maybe I should have taken the Days Undoing out, being on the draw here. Lattice makes you want to stop playing Modern as a blue-white player. Leyline of Sanctity is good against that? Yes, it is. This is a true statement. Alright, so we have to beat a Remand somehow from my opponent. Let's see here. So we could opt. I don't think I want to put anything on top of the deck here. We're going to go ahead and play an island. The weird thing here is that I can opt on their turn looking for a Terminus, but that doesn't really get us anywhere. Dylan, thank you for the follow. You weren't following. A lot of people do that. They think they're following and then realize, whoa, I never hit that little heart up there. That happens a lot. By the way, this Ancestral Visions does nothing with this Narset, so that's a thing. Do miracles ignore sorcery instant reactions? Yes, they do. They just happen at miracle speed. What are we doing? Surgically my opt? Why would you surgical the opt? How do you know that I literally drew an opt? That seems fishy, chat. Hey Nate, thank you for the follow. Literally taking the card that I drew. And there's no way there's a reason to take the opt. At least I don't think there is. Maybe I'm missing something. I guess we're trying to opt for Terminus. Seems strange to me. Do, 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 do. All right, so we're gonna get to draw one more card here. Mikey. All right, Ancestral Visions comes off. We get to draw one card here. We'll draw our one card and then not draw anything else here. If they remand this, I'm actually pretty okay with that. No. Remand this, please. Yes, please. Please remand this. Please. I don't need this to go off. They've tapped for remand mana. Do it. You get to draw a card. This is a cantrip now. Use it. Use it, opponent. He would remand to cantrip here. Whoa. Uh-oh, doggo. Are we going to cryptic this? Cryptic bounce a land? After all that. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to say no to this. Ojutai. The one, the only, the Dragon Lord. They can remand this. They can cryptic it. They can do everything to this. Cool. Counter draw. We're going to take 4 here, and then they have a remand. And unless I draw... I don't have a draw here. Opponent's 1. Ooh, growls from the dog. Why are you growling, doggo? Alright, so Sultai beats us up here. A very interesting surgical there, to say the least. Alright. You know what? Let's have some fun. Day's Undoing. We'll end our turn. Ojutai is a cool card. Oh, they remanded us. We'll remand them. Haha! Remanded. Haha! Alright. Cool. Okay. 2 down. Not going so well. I say not going so well, and then we had 2 matchups there where we went 1 and 2. We're on the cusp of winning. We're on the cusp of winning, but not winning. Is that good or is that bad? Can't decide. All right, let's get into game 3 here. Ojutai Turns Modern. Yeah, I think these 2 boomerangs could be something like a Teferi. Teferi would have helped a lot in that matchup. Oh yeah, it's in the bio. Software developer. Do them software things. Yeah, I don't like Teferi. Maybe that's why I just didn't play it. Alright, we're going to keep this. No cantrips here, but we have a Remand and Exhaustion. And we're going to be playing against what appears to be 5-color Niv Mizzet, maybe? Oh, no. No. Basic Swamp. Thoughtseize. Okay. Your body is ready for Punisher Red Prison. It's Stickball Russ's list, or wherever he got it. So cascade the list down to those people. We're definitely going to play that after this. We're doing 1 league of this. Then we're going to play a league of that, and then we'll see what time we're at. I was playing some of the draw go Grixis control list and got some of the feud dudes. Can I play my deck? In chat. Take my remand. Alright. I don't mind giving them this information. I mean, they know we're going to be playing some lands here. If they have an Inquisition or a Thoughtseize, again, they're probably just slamming it out here. A little bit worried that this could be a Rackless. Now seeing 2 Swamps. And a couple Thoughtseizes here. A little concerned. Takes Narset. And no follow-up. There's Ojutai. I guess I just play Snapcaster here if they go at me again. I don't mind playing Snapcaster. It gets the beats on. Ojutai. Ojutai. Save us. No instant spells. We're not worried about doing anything here. Victim of the Nights. Us. Okay, okay. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's exhaustion them. Oh, shoot. And then let's put exhaustion back on top of the deck to get another Time Walk-esque effect here. Plays a land, hits for 5. I've got to beat a Obliterator here. Alright, here we're going to go ahead and play Ojutai. I know that we talked about using the exhaustion, but the idea here is hopefully they don't have Liliana. And if they don't have Liliana, then we get to attack. Time Warp attack would be lovely. We will get to attack. No Time Warp. Brian, thank you for the scoops. Those are cool. Those are some cool emotes. Or bits. Bit emotes, right? Alright. Do we think they have another Victim of Night here? Don't Liliana me. Oh, it's just Geralt's killing. Just Geralt's Messenger. Thank goodness. Hit me for 5. I am not blocking opponent. Good. Alright. Here's where Ojutai comes in. We're going to exhaustion them. If it doesn't work here with Dragon Lord Ojutai, but I'm hoping to hit a Time Warp here. I didn't. Hit crap cards. 1, 2, we'll take the land here. We'll take the land. We're definitely going to exhaustion here. Alright. Get another shot at it, and we have the Remand as backup. Obliterator's a terrifying card. Yes, it is. Getting Ojutai again. Here we go. Let's attack. Boom. Hit for 5. Oh, man, I got to find something here. Down to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just don't have a way to kill Ojutai, please. Please, pretty please. Take our extra turn. Found the Temporal Mastery. Swinging for 5. Yeah, buddy. That's why we played this. Oh, yeah. We're going to look at top 3 as well. Take that Remand. Thank you very much, Black Devotion. Thank you. Get out of here. All right. Boomerang could be interesting. So could Jace. Okay. Just like I drew it up. All right, Days Undoing and Narset out of here. That's probably the Ley Lines and probably a Mana Leak. Can we get something else for this Terminus? I almost don't want to cast these visions here. Boomerang for that blue Ponza value. Let's do a boomerang, Jay's Terminus, and take the visions out. I think this game's won by sheer value, not by drawing tons of cards. Alright, chat, we got more messages. They're all flying in. I've been told to check this. Let's check it. That's literally the same. I'll message them in a moment. Time Warp, Remand, Serum Visions. No Leyline here. Serum Visions, the redraw. Remand is kind of nice. Time Warp's a dead card at the moment. We're going to get Thought Seized. Yeah, I think Teferi would be maybe better than these boomerangs. I like the Days Undoing in the Narset, but maybe it's just better to shift this a little more blue-white. Just a little bit. And put in like a couple Teferis. And maybe cut the Days Undoings. Just kind of run it like that. That might be like the first thing to try. Lazy Warlock, what's up? How you doing? We're going to get Thought Seized here. We're probably going to get Thought Seized. They've chosen to play first and they're keeping all 7. I kind of want to go for my Leyline. This has 3 lands though. And a Mystic. Yeah, we'll keep it. We're going to watch them Liliana us and we'll just Time Warp it. I don't know. This can could do a lot. Depends on what kind of disruption they have. Let's see if we can go back and look at that message that we just got. My action is required. Oh, it's in the messages. That's why I'm not seeing it. Duresses me. I was waiting for you, Brian. The moment I saw those 2 Ojutais, I knew you couldn't be far away. That's right, Bruce By. Let me see if I can pull that up and put that on Discord for a few people. No, I didn't want a Time Warp. No! Alright. Fetch Shock. We'll get the Serum Visions going here. We're going to go ahead and put the Hallowed Fountain into play in case we find a Terminus here. Bottom this land, we'll top an island. I do need another island here for Sanctuary to be online. Alright, orders, this one. Delivery in the messages. Alright. Death Touch Lifelinker here. Okay. Acetile, Ace Tile. Thank you for the follow. Oh no, I guess I go here. Alright, opponent on that hardcore stuff. Hey, Black Devotion's a thing. Phyrexian Obliterator's terrifying. Alright, there's a Gatekeeper here. I'm going to go ahead and remand this just a cantrip. Just get a basic island here as well. Do you know if that mono black Torp Orb deck has a name? Blocks their negative ETBs. I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it has a name though. There's some remands, chat. I don't want to play remands. I want to play hard counter spells. Let's go ahead and remand again here. I need to do it off double blue in case I get that Terminus. Exhaustion here. Exhaustion's kind of nice. We can counter. Let's see here. Let's just exhaustion for a turn. Mystic Sanctuary on exhaustion, holding priority to opt behind this. Keeping the land, so we hit our land drop here. And we're gonna go ahead and put it on top because I get to exhaustion again. It's like a mini time warp. A mini time warp. All right. Go ahead and exhaustion them again, and now we have Remand up. Now I just need Ojutai, and I think we'll be good. Just need that Ojutai. When it's not doing anything, they're just happily drawing cards. Yes, please. I'll take another turn. I'll take another turn. I don't get to do anything on this turn, but I get to play another turn. Snapcaster. Let's Snapcaster Exhaustion again. Now I have a creature in play. Bam. Bam. Just smooth as butter. We have to move this a bit quick. Oh, we're good on time. I'm going quick, but I thought we were less time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Doesn't do anything. Frightening, but not frightening. Let's go ahead and attempt a time warp for us. We can put the time warp back on, and we can repeat this a few turns here. Let's go ahead and snack in on our opponent. Let's go ahead and fetch our Mystic Sanctuary here. We're going to time warp again. I'm good with this for a turn or two here. I don't mind taking a few turns here. This time we're gonna hit another time. We don't get the time warp back, so now we get a draw. So we got an extra 2 points of damage in there. Mana leak. Alright. Let's go ahead and time warp again. This is kind of nice because we're gonna have a couple counters here as well. Would Teferi be a good addition? Probably. Let's go ahead and smack in for another damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, looks like I have to give it back. I have to give back the turn, chat. Yeah, Teferi is probably a reasonable include. Alright. Let's see what my opponent's got for us. 3 mana. I will mana leak just about anything. Countered. Not interested. Have you gotten to Cryptic Bounce Sanctuary yet for the mega value? Oh, we could do it right now if we wanted to. We could right now if we wanted to. I don't think I want to. Let's do this. Get a Sanctuary. Put a Time Warp on top. Yes. We could remand this to get our Time Warp. And then we'll see what's under our Time Warp. Please be Ojutai. No Ojutai yet. Alright. Let's opt first. Bottom our island. Snapcaster. Go ahead and just attack in here. They don't trade with us, so we'll just run a time warp. We'll run a time warp there, draw another card. I would like to take a additional turn here. Cast. Let's do a tap, return permanent to hand and tap all creatures. So we're going to return a Mystic Sanctuary and tap their creatures. We'll play this to then get a time warp. Yes, please. I will be playing Snapcaster out here. Don't care what I hit. We'll hit for 4 or 2 here. Then we'll hit for 4 next turn. And then we'll hit for another 4. And that will be... That would be 8. That would be 10. It would put them to 1. So draw the time warp, play the time warp. The following turn, draw this. Play it out, tap 2. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. And draw an island. So not quite there. Ojutai was coming up, though. Why wouldn't he block? I don't know. Scared. Frightened. The fear of Snapcaster. There you go. We beat him down with basically Snapcasters that time. We had an Ojutai coming in a turn. Basically a turn. We got to bounce the Mystic Sanctuary for value, and we played a bunch of time warps. We got a W. We got a W. All right. Let me take a few quick little pictures here for our Discord. This is for our team Discord. Bruce Spy and others, take a look at these when you get an opportunity. I think I'm posting them in the right one. Yes, I am. Okay. That'd be awkward to post them somewhere else, Chad. And the last one here. All right, close those out. All right, now you gotta go, Mikey Hopkins? All right, take care, man. Take care. All right, close that. Check those. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, back to Twitch. Ojutai Turns in Modern. Let's play first. Uh-oh. Oh, this is really good, too. It's really good because we could do the Narset Days Undoing, but I have to hit lands. Oh, my gosh. I would have to hit the lands. Put my shoes back on while we're standing. Alright, I'm going to keep it because I don't know. I don't know. It's questionable at best. Brian's been showering us with those bits, by the way. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. The other reason we don't do day stream is because this window lets all the light in. You can't block it. And we're going to leave it like that so when guests come, natural light. Natural. Drink some water here. Alright, looks like a Merfolk. This could get interesting. Land here, please. Please. No! Awkward. Not good. I needed a land for the remand. Uh-oh. Not Merfolk. That's a deck that deserves to lose. Alright. Land, please. Thank you. Okay. No actions from my opponent. Plays a Teleria West, tapped. Let's go ahead and fetch. Seems reasonable to fetch here. I don't think there's anything they could do that would ruin us. Hallowed Fountain. We very much just look like blue-white right now. Oh, wait. We are blue-white. Land, please. One more time. One more land. Get us there. Get us there, deck. Come on. Not good. Maybe I'll remand the first thing that they play. And then we'll exhaustion them to oblivion. Maybe. No opponent. Okay, we're going to Ancestral here. We'll see if they have a counter. If they have a counter, I hate just letting it go. But we might have to. If they counter it, I let it go, and then we have a land on top. We could exhaustion them. Or get the Narset down. Waiting for my opponent to let me target myself with this. Doot, doot. Obviously, I want to target myself. Remands. Do I remand in response? Man, I want to. All right. Well, the remand goes back to their hand. You know what? We're going to just naturally draw it here. We're going to naturally draw that land. Heck yeah, we did. Nice. All right. Let's play Narset and pass the turn. I feel confident to play Narset here. Go ahead and look as well. Kind of looking for another land if possible. There's... Or it doesn't get a land. Oops. Okay, so we got Narset down. We're going to get rid of this Temporal Mastery here. Hold all these sweet, sweet cards. Maybe they'll play something here on 4, like Karn, and then I will just Days Undoing everyone. Am I attracted to monocolor decks? No, actually. I actually prefer to play other styles of decks. Gosh, I'm gonna die. I guess I'll suspend this and pass turn. We won't use Narset again for the time being. Repeals Narset to draw a card. I'm gonna remand this. I feel like my opponent would like to draw some cards. So let's say no to that. I have no actions, unfortunately. Oh no, Tron! What do we got? 7, 8, 9. We have 9 mana. There's an O stone. You popping this O stone off? You could pop it off. Do you want me to draw with Narset? That'll be the first action I take. Anyway, back to the monocolor decks. No, I'm not attracted to them. I just play them. I believe they give a fun design space that is challenging. Let's attempt to Temporal Mastery here. That remand was hit the bin, so I will attempt this. Scrying. I cannot pay for that. At least I get another activation out of Narset before they get rid of it. We'll see. I will certainly take this activation. Serum, Ancestral, Dictate. Let's do Serum here and see if I can set something up for next turn. Bottom, we'll top the lands. So now I have 5 lands. We have Time Warp in hand. We have Exhaustions. Days Undoing. They have an O-Stone, though. They also have 1,000,000 mana here. 1,000,000 mana. Mindslaver. That takes 4 mana. They only have 3. They only have 3 mana. Floating 3. Oh, they play a land. There you go. They get to control my next phase here. Let's give them the chance to do that. Normally I would scoop, but I kind of want my dots, and I want my opponent to experience what we're experiencing. Share the experience. It's like a pack opening stream. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Let's see if MTG Bot's paying attention. Look, it's like a pack opening stream. He's going to give himself an extra turn, then he can enjoy that extra turn. We're here to enjoy Magic. We're here to enjoy and experience the wins and the losses. It does look like MTG Bot's on target, so we'll go ahead and leave him up there for a little bit. He can give himself an extra turn, though. He should. Well, it's always interesting to see what my opponents prioritize. Hey, look. There you go. There's the deck list, man. Check it out. You know he would be like, hey, I want this deck list. And you'd be like, ha, screenshot, man. All right. Hold on. Did he take an extra turn yet? No, see, he didn't take an extra turn. Failed to find, bounces Narset. Why didn't he give himself an extra turn? I don't know. See, it's always interesting. Always interesting what your opponent's going to do. This is a bad idea. Platinum Angel. All right. Let's replay my Narset here. I'm expecting it to be countered. Thirst for knowledge. Okay. I'm gonna leave Narset alone. I want to be able to Daze Undoing next turn, possibly. We'll see. Hey, Basic Land Shark with his party of 7. How are you guys doing? Did you play What were you playing last time? I don't remember what you were playing. What did you play? How was your stream? Happy Wednesday, Sharkies. I don't know. What are you people? Are you Sharkies or are you... Man, we're gonna die so fast, chat. Where's my howl emote? Wows. I need a love emote. And you give love to everybody that raids. Show them the hearts. Good old-fashioned Burn. If you enjoyed Burn, you might enjoy the next deck we're going to play. You might like it. Opponent hits us for 4. Going to 14. We have 11. Oh, no. We're smacking Narset here. Giving Narset the 1-2 punch. We're going to attempt a Days Undoing here. Not because it's going to get us anywhere. But I want my opponent to feel the lack of... Wow, I didn't draw. All right. We'll attempt to take an extra turn. Well, taking an extra turn is just the same as Exhaustion here. And pretty much the same as Days Undoing. So we're going to attempt to take an extra turn here. All right. We're going to concede that. Blutron, we know what we got to beat. Went 1-4 Yikes, quickly moved on to a viewer-suggested blue-black zombie deck in viewer battles. All right, man, take care. Turn over the PC. Force of Negation, Mana Leaks here. We need an alternate win condition. Boomerang also is not a bad idea. Spell Pierces are not too bad either. In this instance, we're going to go ahead and remove our time package here. I think I do want to do a bit of the Days Undoing stuff with Narset this game. I think that could be kind of fun. Giga Drowses are probably okay as well. Let's see here. Is Boomerang cute? It is cute. Do we like cute? We like cute. Get rid of this castle. I'm not going to have time for that. We'll take 2 visions out as well. I don't know. It's a mixture. This is like the 4th match that I've played with this deck. We don't have it down yet, chat. It'll happen. It'll happen where we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. I think Boomerang should be a Teferi or 2. Alright, we'll keep this. I have a Spell Pierce. I have a Remand. I'm going to slow down my opponent here. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to fire off the Serum Visions. What can they do on 1 that I care about? Expedition Map. That's about it. I'll probably just fire off the Serum Vision, set ourselves up here. Set ourselves up. Alright, Fetch, Shock, Hallowed Fountain. That way I don't have to worry about Hallowed Fountains in the future. And Serum Visions to set us up. Remand, a Dictate, a Snapcaster here. I'm going to bottom Snapcaster, but top the Dictate. Your go, opponent. Urza's Power Plant. There's that Expedition Map we talked about. Go ahead. We'll see. We'll see if it punishes us. They probably want to crack that Expedition Map. That's my guess. Get another Hallowed Fountain. Again, just getting out of the deck so I don't have to shock in the future. Land, go ahead, opponent. Spell Pierce and Remand are up. Could also just dictate at end step. Most people are okay with a dictate. Most people are. Expedition map fetching. Academy Ruins. Okay. Tower. Looks like we're going to move to end step here. I'm going to go ahead and attempt the dictate. If they want to counter this, that's fine. I have a feeling they won't. Everyone likes cards. Thing in the Ice plus Misty. Let's go ahead and try playing a Thing in the Ice here. I have Spell Pierce or Remand up. Nothing too crazy. Condescends for 2. Let's just Spell Pierce this to get the Thing in the Ice down as a threat. We'll see if we can beat them down with our Thing in the Ice here. If they have Tron mana, they can blow everything up. You get to draw a card. Look at that. I'm such a nice guy. I'm such a nice guy. Academy Ruins. Map. So my opponent's going to have Tron mana here. Narset, hey. Mana leak, eh? Let's attempt to cast Narset here. They remand us. They'll have 7 mana here. It's a little bit frightening. We'll attempt to mana leak this. But this way they don't draw any more cards here. We'll see how much this punishes us. Go ahead and down tick Narset as well. I like a cryptic there. Here you go, opponent. So we have Tron mana across from us. It'll just be 7. Just be 7. We'll see what they want to do with that. They do not draw their extra card this time. Taps Power Plant. They might need the blue mana as well. So you get Expedition Map. They're going to have 5, 6 mana here. What can you do with 6, opponent? What dangerous thing can you do with 6 mana? Most dangerous. Most dangerous. Goes to end step here. Ooh. Land. Let's look at the top cards. Just give us another option here. Ancestral Visions here. So I can actually put that on suspend, possibly. I think they have 1 counter across from us that we have to beat. So let's suspend this for later. And let's attempt a Day's Undoing. I'd like that card to resolve, please. Thanks. Please? No. They're going to say no to this. We're going to remand it. Come on. Remanded. Did we get it? Odysseus, what's up? Playing a few blue cards today. Remanding Condescend. We draw a land, it won't matter. We're about to... Bam. Nice. Nice. So they have 2 cards because they drew one from this, or from a Day's Undoing, and then they drew one for the turn. We hit another Day's Undoing, by the way. And opponent is just not happy with what happened. Concedes. All right, game 3. That combination seems to be working quite nicely. I still think boomerang, like, it's not very great here, but boomeranging a land here might be very, very important at end step. So we're going to keep that going. I know I don't have the Time Warps and Temporal Masteries. I think we're okay with that. Exhaustion looks like it's going to be harder to get off, so I'm going to bring in a Jace just for that. We'll run it back. Boomerage. It's Boomerage. Oh, we're going to mulligan this, I think. Yeah? Nah, it worked last time. It worked last time. Surely it'll work this time. Thought scour ad nauseum, anyone? Inside joke. All right, let's do this. Serum Vision, set us up. That's a good one. Set us up, baby. Need some lands. Top. Done. How are we doing? We're 1-2, and we're actually in game 3. And we've taken every game to 1-2. Just an observation. Just an observation. Alright, so they're going to go get Tron mana. I have Spell Pierce. I have a Remand. Should be okay. It's an Academy Runes. Has a Field of Ruin. Okay. Nothing? Okay. I'll just play my land pass. Clearly my opponent has something to do. We're going to wait. We have 2 counter spells here. We're going to go after my land there. I'll just get an island. That's fine. That's fine, opponent. So they turn they turn their land into an island, so they have counter magic. They have 8 mana here. What do you got? But it's going all right, Brian. Nothing excessively busted. Let's play a Snapcaster. I'm not going to snap something back here. Let's just force my opponent to play some magic casually with us. This Hallowed Fountain again. Land. Well, let's swing for 2. Now we have 2 sets of counter spells here. I'm going to make my opponent make the first move because we have the exhaustion. We want them to play on their turn. Thirst for Knowledge, that's fine. That's fine. I have to counter an actual threat, not a cantrip card. They got rid of Gemstone Caverns and Remand. We also, Brian, broke into our dots. Not sure how that's going to work. First spell that targets only a single golem. That player copies that spell for each. I mean, I guess I just remand this and make them kind of like tap a little more mana, please. Tap a little bit more. There we go. Tap a little bit more. Just perfect. Perfect. I appreciate it, opponent. I would like to double cantrip here. I'm probably going to remand whatever this is. That way I have spell pierce. Perfect, perfect. I don't know what my opponent's doing, by the way. They are crazy. Do I want them to continuously have Condescend? No. Let's just Spell Pierce this. Let's just Spell Pierce that. Remand to draw a card here. Mana Leak's an okay card to have. Pass to us. Exhaustion's a Time Walk. Exhaustion is a Time Walk, chat. Exhaustion. Them. Let's put Exhaustion back on top of our deck. Right? Yeah. We didn't put it on top because it doesn't matter, chat. We need something else. We need something else. We need a land right here. Land. Land. Gives me the turn back. Land. Come on. Not land. Play Narset here and plan to do Days Undoing plus the Remand and Mana Leak next turn. We'll grab an Opt here for the end step. The end steps. Here we go. Can we beat Bluetron here? We might be able to. They have only one blue. We gave them a draw with Exhaustion. Five. Here's Golem again. I kind of just want to try to Mana Leak this. Alright, we'll attempt to Remand again. Kind of want to Mana Leak it so they kind of tap the rest of their mana out, but we'll do this instead. All right. Resolved. Cool. So we're gonna, what, Days Undoing Mana Leak here? Ooh, Giga Drowse. Ooh, Giga Drowse. No replication here. We're going to just hit the blue mana. That way I can maybe Ancestral Visions. I can Ancestral Visions plus. Oh, they repeal this. Interesting. Didn't expect a repeal. Could Mana Leak. How do I want to approach this? Let's Opt here first just to see if I can find a different counterspell. That card's actually kind of nice. We'll take that. They'll repeal this. They're tapped out. I get to replay Narset here. This opens the door for them for a turn. Let's put an exhaustion. Or do I want to put a spell pierce? I could put a spell pierce on top. Let's put a spell pierce here. And then I'm going to go ahead and down tick with Narset. By down ticking with Narset, we at least guarantee that we're going to get the spell pierce here. But I'll see if I want anything else. Oh, glad we put that on top. Attack in, go ahead. So I have the spell pierce to limit my opponent's mana, just a smidge. We got Narset into play. They did repeal. Maybe spell pierce can do something here. Oh, that's 9 mana. Oh. That's a lot. Can we not? Can we not play something for 9 mana? Oh, please. 8, 7, 4, 2, 2. Ugin's no good here. Put Ugin away. I really, really want to spin the wheel with Days Undoing Narset. This is, I do like getting in with an Ojutai, but Days Undoing Narset's it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. Three, 5. You can play the golems again, that's fine. I can't counter that. It's a creature spell. Makes 2 3/3s. Maybe some big guys. Tolaria West. I want to spin the wheel, opponent. That's all I want to do. All right. If I play Thing in the Ice down, then they Days Undo him. They do it for 2 there. Can I get Thing in the Ice down? Is the question. Shapely here. Maybe I should just do the Visions to draw more cards in the future. Visions. Man. That even feels like it could miss. Alright, let's just do Days Undoing. See if they have a counterspell. Based on how they tap out for this counterspell, if they have it, we can play Snapcaster in and then Spell Pierce it, potentially. And if we do it that way, then I have at least another creature in here. Won't block and save Narset, but I at least have 2 creatures. Marin, what's up? How you doing? I have to let this resolve, don't I? Yep. All right. Spin the wheel. Boom. Got a pair of Remands up here. I got a Snapcaster. They have 2 cards. Let's see if we can win from here. We don't have the best of cards, I'll be honest. I'm going to have to let Narset go here. Saheeli's Artistry combo? Huh? Let's suspend this little guy. Let's down tick. Wouldn't mind finding something a little more powerful here. A Dictate wouldn't be bad. Cryptic's not bad either. Let's take the dictate here because that'll help us close the game, I think, faster. As I say that, they obviously can kill Narset here pretty quickly. We'll see. We'll see if they do that. Swings at me. Swings at me. Swings at me. Okay. Block. Okay. I'm like worried about some weird pump spell or something like that. Be some crazy stuff coming out of my opponent's hand. We'll dictate here. I'm guessing they have maybe a counter spell. Nope. Maybe a repeal. All right, we'll just go to our turn. This is ticking. Dictate trigger. I'm getting a lot of our remands, which isn't very good. I guess I'm gonna have to double Snapcaster here. This isn't very good. We thought we were gonna be in an okay spot, but that's not true. Well, I'm going to jump a Snapcaster in front of at least one of these. If you didn't already know, Saheeli's Archery plus Persecutor Golem gives them 13 golems. That's crazy. That's a lot of golems. Counters. Let's remand our own Snapcaster here to draw a card. There's an exhaustion. If I can get a Snapcaster to stick here, it'd be nice. Now what are we doing? Countering again? I have Snapcaster. They think this is the same Snapcaster. They have to have one more counter spell here. If they have one more, they might get us. Okay. We'll play another Snapcaster. Do you have one more counter spell, opponent? Hey, we got one to stick. We got one to stick. All right. I get to block, it looks like. Then I get to exhaustion them. It's the hope. We'll see where these scries go. Will not pay. Time is important from our opponent. They bottom both cards, so they have an unknown card coming. We have a couple remands here and a spell pierce. Not ideal. We will block. Go to 3. Gonna draw. Then we'll exhaustion them. I don't have time walking spells, unfortunately. I don't need more remands. Alright, let's start with an exhaustion on them. Sort of a time walk. Into an Ojutai. Okay. Go ahead, opponent. Alright. They only draw their one card. Can they get us here? Land plus unknown here. Looks like we're getting another turn. Let's go ahead and fetch. Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary. Put Exhaustion on top. Time walk them. They're not exactly getting flooded. We days undoing them. Exhaustion plus Unknown card coming for us. We'll play Exhaustion on them. Serum Visions, set some stuff up for us. Bottom. We'll attack. We've exhausted them already. We get to look at cards. I'll take another Serum Visions here. Serum Visions. Bottom. There's our land. We have exhaustion on them, right? Yeah, we cast this. So one. I hope they can't do 1 damage to me. Sanctuary puts exhaustion back on top. Yes. And then I think Giga Drowse targeting the blue will replicate 2 times here. Targeting other island, and we'll target the Academy runes. And now we have Remand up just in case something weird happens here. Your go, opponent. You have 4 mana to play with. No blue mana. Looks like it's coming back. Get that exhaustion off the top. And then Ancestral Visions here. We'll target ourselves to draw cards. Yeah, buddy. Exhaustion you. Let's attack. For 5. I think we got there. I'll take an additional Cryptic just in case. Not going to play my land out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. We have Cryptic plus Remand up. Land out of here. Visions. Oh, they got a land. It's blue. Okay. Thirst for Knowledge. Remand. I have 3 remands as well. We could just continuously remand them. There you go. Take it out in Bluetron. Didn't even need the Time Warps and Temporal Masteries. They seem to work through the exhaustion once they tap down. Yeah, buddy. We got there. Got there. Hey, we had Jace coming too. Mystic Sanctuary exhaustion loops. Nice. 2-0. We got one more here before we run off to Red Punisher Prison. This one's from donation for Brian. That'll be good. Mystic Sanctuary is something else. We added those to this list. You're almost like feeling like a blue-white tempo deck with Mystic Sanctuary could really get you there. It could really get you there. Not to mention Narset Days Undoing probably helped us lock that game out. Opponent was sculpting their hand and then we just like undercut it. It's kind of warm in this room. It's probably because of the lights. Let's sit farther away from them. Let's see if I can turn down the AC a little bit too. It's a little warm back here. Pair of Serum Visions, Remands, and a Cryptic. Seems like a fine blue-white hand. I'm not away. It thinks I'm away. I'm actually home. Thinks I'm away because it's usually am during the weekday. All right. Ancient Stirrings off of Basic Forest. Going and finding a Hangerback Walker. It looks like we have Hardened Scales across from us. We'll just have to beat Hardened Scales. Let's get this off a basic island here. Serum Visions, let's go. Where's the red Fred? It's not here. Bottom, we'll top the Exhaustion. Opponent does tend to tap out. See if we can't get a time walk out of that. But yeah, nope. No red, not yet. That's next. After this game, we'll be playing some red deck. Some red things. Here. In the meantime, have a red dot. Come here, dot. Come here, dot. A red dot. There you go. Have a red dot. It's cherry flavored. It's okay flavored. Steel Overseer. Okay, we're going to tempo them with a Remand here. I'm going to do this to draw because Mystic Sanctuary currently comes into play tapped. I need one more island. Let's cantrip this. Actually, that goes back to hand. Pumps with Steel Overseer and passes back. Nice. All right. Here, we're going to tap everything down. Because we're that kind of guy. Just tempo out my opponent for a turn. This will get us to Cryptic and allow me to put Exhaustion back on top of the deck if I like it there. Animation Module. Ancient Stirrings. What we could also do is put Exhaustion back on top and play it off of this Serum Visions. Which we might do based on my opponent just kind of going to town here. So Mystic Sanctuary, put Exhaustion back on top. Yes, please. Let's draw that Exhaustion. Let's bottom both of these. Let's play an Exhaustion and pass it back to my lovely opponent. All right. Gets to play another Animation Module. We get a Temporal Mastery. I'll take an extra turn. That's dirty. Hold on. We're not done yet. Put Exhaustion back on top. So it'll become our turn. We're going to draw that Exhaustion. We're ramping ourselves. Go ahead and Exhaustion them for this turn. There we go. All you, opponent. You get one little Mox Opal. Hey, land. All right, I'm gonna remand this Walking Blister Hangerback. Remand it again. Draw our card. We'll eventually find a win condition, by the way. Let's go ahead and Exhaustion our opponent. This man has a family. Stop! Whoa. Where'd he come from? Excuse me, opponent. That is unallowed. Alright, let's see what we draw here. Visions. We'll suspend this. We're going to Snapcaster Exhaustion. Exhaustion our opponent. Go ahead. I don't really care if we win this one or not. This is turn 8. My opponent's gotten to play like just a few things, mainly because it was like super cheap. Ojutai is here. The great Ojutai is here, but this now lets my opponent untap. How bad's this gonna get? We finally found our win condition. But they get to untap. We'll believe in Ojutai. We will believe in Ojutai, chat. Here we go. Turn 9, you get to play, Magic opponent. We know they have a walking ballista. We know that they have a hangerback walker. Those are 2 of the cards. Not that scary. Walking ballista for 2. Becomes a 2/2. Makes some things with animation module here. My opponent has realized this is their opportunity. Pumps everything up. Okay. Why play it out? He can make it a 4 easily. He's gonna eat everything. Can he? I guess he has enough of these now. So we let them build up, and then they were able to play Arcbound Ravager. Maybe a reason to hold up Cryptic Command there for a turn or 2. There's a Time Warp. It was coming. It was coming. It was coming. Alright. Mana Leak seems okay, and Boomerangs actually seem fine, along with Terminus and maybe Jace. Remands feel awful here. Thing of the Ice might be worth it. Narset and Days Undoing combo can be out, and an Ancestral Visions. Also, the reason to play it out is my opponent's playing a game. We do not want to deprive them of magic. I don't have anything that deals with artifacts, opponent. You might get a win from us. Like all the other people. Alright. We know what we're playing against. Tap Steel Overseer in response to casting Ballista. Probably. But they still just play the other stuff and they kill us. I don't know if I like this. We'll try it. I'm on the play. I'm expecting this Giga Drowse to like time walk them for a turn. That's what I'm expecting here. I'm pretty sure they had enough creatures because they had made 5 or 6 off of the animation module. 5 or 6 or something. Alright. Thing in the Ice, go ahead. By the way, I think Squad Chief wants to play this guy. Guy or gal. Steel Overseer. Mox Opal. Ancient Stirrings. Hangerback. I'm not gonna get another turn, am I? We stop in their upkeep to play Giga Drowse. I can tab down 3 things and kind of slow them down. It's not great, though. Replicate twice here. Thing in the ice trigger. Replicate trigger here. Hit this, hit this. We'll F6 on our turn. Yeah, because of the hardened scales. This is a combo deck. It's an affinity-based combo deck. They make lots of stuff. They're tapping down Steel Overseer. Ah, okay. Clever. Make a dude. Okay. Hey, thank you for the follow. So we can cryptic them. Probably counting an Arcbound Ravager. We can put the Giga Drowse back on top if we'd want to. It would be at least a spell that's castable to help flip Thing in the Ice. I am playing against another streamer. We're just playing a fun deck too. Scrapyard Recombiner. Module 2, sacrifice an artifact. Search your library for a construct card. Interesting. We'll allow that to resolve. I'm more worried about other things. He is playing his deck. That's fair. It's still kind of like a... still kind of like an established deck, I would imagine. I mean, Blue-White Turns is sort of too. Okay. Let's see here. I can fetch a Mystic Sanctuary here. Get Giga Drowse. Probably go ahead and put it on top of the library. I want to use my Cryptic here to return a permanent and draw a card. Let's return the... Let's return this guy. This guy seems the most potent. The most potent. Can I wait a turn and play Ojutai again? If I wait a turn and play Ojutai again, I think I need to wait to be able to bounce everything. What are we doing? Upkeep, stop, and do this again? And hope I hit a spell? I have to hit a spell with Giga Drowse here. After Giga Drowse. But I can tap down essentially almost all their mana here. I guess I have to do that. We'll replicate 3 times here again. So, Thing in the Ice trigger again. This looks very, very familiar. Get that ad money now? Thanks. I think I'm just going to hit both Nexi here. If he has another Mox Opal or can do something crazy here. We know it's Hangerback plus that Recombiner thing in their hand. Maximum potential learning. It's good. It's good to be better Magic players, right? We're probably losing this because I don't have a good way to interact with artifacts. He's going to go ahead and put these. He's doing this because he's expecting Thing in the Ice likely to bounce stuff in the following turn. So he does this. He's going to get a few more tokens off these two while he has priority and before Giga Drowse resolves. Mox Opal plus land might do something where they try to hanger back or they probably try to... So Ravager here kills us probably because Ravager, what would end up happening is they eat things and then place some stuff over here on the Ink Moths. They probably do that during their turn potentially. They might be going that line. We'll see. They have to have the land though. All the good ones. All right, so they have 2 mana here. Looks like they're gonna hit us for a little bit of damage. 3, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go ahead and take the 8. I'm afraid of a Walking Ballista just being played for 1 and pinging this off by blocking a 3. I could maybe block this 2 safely, but we'll just avoid blocking altogether. All right, so I hit a land here. That's not what I wanted. That being said, what we can do is guarantee that we're going to draw a spell here. So we can put a, let's see here, 1, 2 this, and then 1, 2, 3. We can put a Giga Drowse. This is going to buy us a turn here. Because what we can do now is we can Giga Drowse down the Ink Moths in the begin combat step. Because the Giga Drowse is on top. They know. They know. We'll go ahead and fire this off for replication of 2. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully they don't go totally nuts on me here. Replicate, and I'll top down, I suppose, just a land. It's not great. Anyway, Thing in the Ice is going to bounce. Send things up into the sky. I'm saying at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I'm saying at 6 mana. Top deck a Temporal, top deck a Time Warp, top deck a land are ways that my Thing in the Ice will get to attack for a second turn. Top decking an Exhaustion might be okay here as well, so we have those hits. Top decking something like another Ojutai or something might not be great. Ooh, Veil of Summer. Okay. Interesting. It still fires off. Right? Oh, am I 1 off? I'm 1 off here, aren't I? I thought this had 2. Or sorry, 1. Did this not have 1 on it? Oh. It did have 1. Well, I don't think I had a different line. I'm at 9. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll block here. Clever. That's really good. That's a good line. I did not see that one. Ah, all right. I'm like sitting there like, why didn't everything bounce? That was good. All right, so we would have hit the land. If our opponent didn't see that line, or we would have hit the land, been able to Temporal Mastery and swing again with our Thing in the Ice that would have flipped. The following turn, we would have gotten a land, so we'd be sitting kind of dead anyway. We needed like an Exhaustion or a Terminus. Terminus we could have drawn. That's pretty good. That's a good line. Nice. All right. that was the first deck for today. Blue-white Ojutai Turns. Brian requested this one. Well, he donated and then said viewer's choice, but maybe I like Ojutai. So we went ahead and slammed Ojutai in here. Match 4, I think? Was that the one where we slammed in there with Ojutai a few times and got there by finding the cards we needed? It did exactly what I wanted it to do. It doesn't come off very often because we're only running 2 Ojutais. The list needs another win condition in it, and it probably can splash a little more than just Ojutai. It could probably play like a Teferi package instead of Narset Days Undoing. It could probably play an extra Time Warp over Temporal Mastery because you're using the Mystic Sanctuaries as well. Blue-white Ojutai Turns. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. All right.